Aria for three.
Tēnā tātou katoa, no mai haramai. Welcome back to Westbrook Fields and One Foundation 2025 Youth Development Cup. My name's Pat Ray and I'm joined in the commentary by Aaron Sutherland. Alan, we've got one more game to go here, Aaron.
Yeah, last game for the tournament here, Pat, on the live stream. It's been an awesome couple of days, hasn't it, with the weather's played ball, the fields have held up nicely, and it's been a good quality product that the Bay Union and the Central Bay Union have put on. Yep. With this Youth Development Cup.
So we've got our game today. Our last game of the day is the Eastern Bay Under-18 girls versus Central Bay Under-18 girls. Because the Under-18 girls competition only had 3 teams, there's no final. All teams get to play each other twice, and it's literally a straight top of the table will go through to win the competition. So we have the last game of the day, which is being played between Eastern Bay, who are there, and I think Central Bay are just coming across now.
Yeah, just making their way around the corner here, Pat. Sounds like Central Bay a little bit depleted in numbers, so possibly have been filled in with a few of the under-16 girls that have finished their competition. So apologies, whānau, if we get some names wrong. With the jersey numbers that we've got here in front of us, we'll be doing our best. But at the end of the day, they've managed to put a team out on the field, so that's the main thing at the end of the day.
All right.
It's been a really good tournament, hasn't it, Pat, up here? The venue's been awesome.
Yeah, and it's not quite where we wanted to be. Unfortunately, the weather gods didn't play nicely for us for the last couple of weeks. There's been some torrential downpours. A big league tournament here last week with over 40 teams has turned the number 1 stadium ground and the number 2 fields into nothing more than a cow paddock. And so we've had our tournament event pushed up onto the number 1 and 2 fields. But to be fair, these fields have held up quite nicely. It's quite a nice atmosphere. Marcus Howie on the microphone as the ground announcers kept the crowds informed. And we've had Local Gecko Productions broadcasting both fields with a commentary broadcast on Field 1 and a live stream only on Field 2.
Yeah, it's a good environment, Pat, with both fields side by side.
Yeah, it is a good environment with both teams side by side. And we're just about ready for the 2 teams to run onto the field.
Let the games begin.
And Central Bay playing in their traditional gold and maroon hoops, running onto the field on the left-hand side, and Eastern Bay in their blue and green hoops with the white stripe on the right-hand side. Looks like Central Bay will be kicking from left to right. Your referee for this match is Elias Owen from Tauranga. The last game of the day, last game of the tournament, between Eastern Bay and Central Bay. Under-18 girls is just about ready to get underway.
All right, kick off here from Central Bay. Nice long kick. Finds the grass. And here we are, big carry by Eastern Bay. Looks like Central Bay over the ball early. Turnover, however, referees deemed that she's just not supporting her body weight there, so penalty to the Eastern Bay. They've opted to have a scrum.
Let's see if we can use the power of our memory recollections to put some faces to names. I know number 7, Central Bay, has been the standout player in my mind from this tournament. Flet. number 7, her name is Ellie Flat. She's out there. I've nicknamed her the blonde-headed flanker from France from the 70s, Jean-Pierre Reeves.
Here we go, Eastern Bay. They're going to shift the ball early. Little handing error, ball's gone backwards though. Play on. Nice heavy contact and carry there from the 13 from the Eastern Bay.
And there she is making the tackle on the right hand edge.
She's a dynamo, isn't she?
She's an absolute dynamo.
Welcome to the presentation for the under 16 girls. First and foremost, we just.
Here we go. Central Bay line out.
Great final. It's been heavy battle out there.
Looks like they've gone short at the line out here. 4 men, four women, I suppose we could say. Should say they've gone over the back. It's going to sit for them. Nice strong carry up over the advantage line. Good counter up there though from the Eastern Bay girls. And here's our girl Flat there, nice carry. High shot though from Eastern Bay, so penalty advantage. Good hands out there on the edge by number 25, possibly Jani Emery. I could be wrong, Whānau, I'm sorry, but possibly Jani Emery. She's an under 16 player from the Western Bay. Nice strong carry from her, playing upper grade if that's the case. Out of Te Puke High School, I believe. Number 23 filling in, Tia Swass, also an under 16 player from the Western Bay, helping the Central Bay out here, which is awesome to see.
Yep, good to see these girls get an opportunity to play on the broadcast as well too, because I can advise you now that the Western Bay under 18 girls have already won this competition. They've gone through undefeated right throughout the 2 days, so Western Bay under 18 girls have won this division. And this game is for bragging rights mainly, but an opportunity for the girls to get some broadcast under their belt and for whānau to be able to see their girls play who might not otherwise get the opportunity because they're stuck at work.
And here we go, Central Bay straight back into it. Looking to retain the ball. Nice pass from the halfback. First 5 back off your left foot onto the blind side. Referee's got them there for possibly a 4 pass, but he's playing advantage for an offside by the looks of things. So penalty to Central Bay. What do you think they'll do here, Pat? Think they're going to play or?
Yeah, tap and go.
Yep.
And away she goes.
Nice long ball. Unfortunately, we put it down. Not a lot of pressure on her. Just had a little look, didn't she? A bit excited about what she was going to do, where she was going to go.
Yeah, probably had her mind on the next job rather than the one coming.
Yeah. First job's always catch the ball, isn't it?
Yep.
And then go from there.
In the under 18 girls space, the Bay of Plenty under 18 girls selectors and coaches have been here for the last couple of days. They've got a 6 or 7 week campaign coming up at the end of the season. They'll play in the northern regions and they'll play under 18 girls teams from Northland, Auckland, counties, Waikato, Taranaki. So they've got a fairly good campaign coming up.
Is that a similar format to this, Pat, where they play over a couple of days straight?
No, that's a 7 week campaign, so home and away.
All right.
So they'll play in that carnival.
Good play here from Eastern Bay, and unfortunately a little knock on there. So we'll go back, have a scrum to Central. Nice to see Eastern Bay trying to throw the ball out wide, get the ball to the edge in the space. Yeah, Sin Hakopo looks like she's a bit of a threat in the midfield there, wearing 13 for the Eastern Bay team. Right, here we are, Central Bay. Great pass from halfback into Emery. Unfortunately, she puts it down. Knock on. This will be a scrum, Eastern Bay. a bit stop-start to start the game, isn't it? A few errors. It's been a long couple of days for these girls.
It has been a long couple of days, and I dare say there's probably half a dozen of each of these teams probably going to front up in a couple of days in a rugby league tournament here.
Be nice if she sees a bit more ball. Emery in 25. Good to see her as an under 16 player. See how she goes with these older girls. Great hands back there. Looks like they're right on the ball there. Eastern Bay. That's Hakopa by the looks of it. Good turnover. Good understanding of the breakdown.
Yeah, she was celebrating too. She knew exactly what she'd done was a good thing. Here she is carrying now. Look at that.
It's a great carry there from the 16. Kanawa.
And there's my player of the tournament making tackle after tackle after tackle.
Here we go, looking to push the ball out to the left. Nice interplay, nice passing. Good carry here by Cadence Gate.
Eastern Bay number 5, Elizabeth Collier. Mackenzie Collier, sorry. Carrying that ball into contact. So spin the ball wide.
Good tackle.
Yep, great effort to maintain possession too.
Good play here from Eastern Bay, going all the way down the left-hand side, back to the right. However, been stripped there in the contact by Mackenzie Millam, and good carry as well.
Great carries. Great to find the edge.
It's gone backwards there, according to the referee, so play on. However, Eastern Bay have turned that over. Straight into the contact, and they come back out here to the left. Little isolated there. Central Bay player straight onto the ball.
Yeah.
Window was open and she got in. Eastern Bay not releasing.
It's flat.
Here she is again. She plays well above her weight, doesn't she?
Look at her go. Great fend. Where's her teammate? There's one right there.
Well done. Good support play. They want to retain the ball here and play another phase. Here we go. Oh, need to link up there on the outside.
Stolen like a thief in the night.
Just needs to fight on the ground, didn't she? That's a great
fend. Great fend.
Enterprising play here from both teams. Good hands. Look at the numbers out here.
Yep.
Good tackle. Little offload there on the contact. Here's Hakopa.
In and away.
Good tackle out there on the edge from 21. Central Bay of Plenty. Nicholas. Great tackle. They were almost gone there, weren't they? Central Bay, and she just come across. Great legs tackle there.
It was a good run down that right-hand flank by Sin Hakopa. Great run. She's the one that stole that, got that Jackal penalty just before. Number 13 from Eastern Bay.
Eastern Bay throw to the line out. Well done. Good strong carry. Good tackle there. Through the advantage line though, hard to put down, isn't she?
Yeah, she managed to burst through there. Layla Amai.
Here we go, out to the left, good hands. Little offload. Here's Fleet again, working hard.
It's tackle number 150 for the day.
Good turnover. Oh, what's happened there? Through from the side. Just a technical thing there. If she'd come through the gate, I think she would have been fine there. Ball was there for the taking.
See what Eastern Bay can do. It's a good clean out. Presenting a ball.
Back over to the blind side. It's flat. Good tackle again. Little offload though. It's number 18 in space.
Number 18 for Eastern Bay. Great try.
Cadence Gate. Good try.
She's happy. And that's the first try of the day. Eastern Bay 5, Central Bay 0. As we have a look in the replay, you see how they cut it back. And the number 8 there, Hazel Gates, gives a pass. Number 18, Cadence Gates. Oh, no, they're passing to each other's sister, who was a Gate, different name. Who knows? Let us know, whānau, if they're sisters.
Conversion to come. To try and take the score to 7-0 to the Eastern Bay Penny. Looks like the weather's going to hold off for us, Pat.
Yeah.
Lucky.
It can rain as much as it wants at 4:45.
Yeah, no, we've been very, very lucky with the weather over the last couple of days, so conversion's unsuccessful. So the score stays at 5-0 to the Eastern Bay.
Yeah. And there is another rain system coming in behind this one, isn't there?
Yes, we've got Bay-wide semi-finals this weekend. They'll be hoping the weather passes through in the next couple of days before that, I'd imagine.
Yep. Whakarewa hosting
Greta Marist.
Yep. And
Te Puke Sports hosting Tauranga Sports. That's
Yep.
correct. Going to be two really good games.
Yep.
High quality footy.
Whakarewa and Te Puke Sports been they set the standard this year. It's been a really good competition to watch.
There's high quality rugby. I think Waka's going to be hard to beat at home.
Yeah.
Got their tails up. Kick off there from Central Bay, finds the grass. Eastern Bay, good carry, good drawn pass. And again, unlucky. Little knock on, so it'll be a scrum here to Central Bay. They were on there, Eastern, weren't they, if they could connect, I think. There's a bit of a broken defensive line from Central. Had the opportunity out here to the left to play into the space, but weren't quite able to connect with their skill set.
And then on Sunday, we've got the Bay-wide Premier Women's semi-finals with standouts. Nongataha have been leading that competition right from the get-go. Hosting Ruatoki, and then the old arch rivals Rangatawa and Mount Maunganui Sports battling it out for the other semi-final spot. That's at Ariki Park, up on the Pāpaka Hill.
Good carry there by Dylan Guptill, number 10. Under to Emery. Nice offload to Nicholas.
Oh, she's gone again. Wow,
Oh.
great move.
Done there, you can see there she's done it twice in a row. She's released the ball, got to her feet so she can play on. Good clean out. Managed to retain the ball. Referee's got his arm up for an advantage to the West Central Bay. Offside. Offside at the ruck there at the breakdown. So penalty to Central. They'll be looking to cash in here.
Yep. Tap and go.
They've had lots of opportunity at their end of the field. So it's a good strong carry. All the way over the line. Mackenzie Milham. Well done, good try. She looked dangerous with ball in hand at the other end of the field. And she's been rewarded there with a good 5-pointer. So.
And good reward too for the whole Central Bay team for staying in this match, and they've played really well to work their way down here. Bit of a soft try really when you think about it. But we'll take the points, you'll say.
Everyone counts, yep. So looking to convert this to take this to 7-0. Who would the favourites be in the women's Bay-wide comp?
Nongataha have been leading the charge all from the get-go, and they've got a barnstorming number 8, excuse me, and Jessie Wharekura, and she's just been swatting players off like flies. So she's been running amok in that competition. It's been absolutely fantastic. Rangatawa, Mount Maunganui, there or thereabouts, and on their day, each one of them can win. Had the unfortunate displeasure of watching my Mount Maunganui Marlins team go to Rangatawa and then not turn up. And then the week later they go into Nongataha and upset them. So, yeah.
Anything could happen then, eh?
Anything could happen. It just depends on which team's going to front on the day. But I've really enjoyed watching the Premier Rugby.
Finals footy, the way that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yep.
Comes down to one game and misconversion there. So the score is now 5-all. Central Bay and Eastern Bay under 18 girls. Nice kick downfield here from Central Bay, finding the grass. Good chase line with 3 people up. We want to make a tackle here if we can. Well done. And there is Fleck, looks like she's made a nuisance of herself in the contact area and created a knock on. So be a scrum to the Central Bay, just about on halfway.
And in the Baywide Championship Women's Division, they've got their semi-finals this weekend. It's Whakarewa was hosting Greaton Marist and Te Puna hosting a Poriki. Can you believe it? We've got 14 rugby teams, female rugby teams, Premier Rugby this year. It's just outstanding.
I was just about to say the fact that there's 2 divisions
Yeah.
in itself, and then how many years ago were there no teams or very few teams, Pat?
Yeah.
No, you know, it's part of your space. It has been. So the growth in the game's huge, isn't it?
It's been a thrill to watch.
Here's Central Bay. Good, strong carry down here. 21, Nicholas again. She's been hard to handle. Unfortunately turned over by Hakopa.
She's got a big smile on her face. That's
Yeah.
not the first time she's done that today.
No, she's been hard to handle.
Yep. She's been stealing people's bloody ball left, right and centre.
There's lots of space out here for Eastern Bay if they can capitalise. Might need one extra pass.
No, my favourite player has tackled that.
She's tried to offload there and they've towed it ahead. Good footwork.
Look at the confidence of her to just lay it out in one hand. Say, here, come get me.
Probably could have looked to link up there instead of kicking the ball away, but it's all right. It's a good kick return. There's Fled again in the contact area. Trying to affect the turnover, however, knees on the ground, play needs to be released. Good carry here. Down the edge, found a little seam, the number 3.
Leela Amai. And she's happy as Larry under the posts. What a great run from the front rower. Leela Amai, and isn't she happy about it? Big smile on her face. Well done, love. That looked awesome.
Yeah, she should be. Well deserved. Good try.
Yeah.
So you can see Eastern Bay there, a little bit of space on the left-hand edge. They managed to find it. A little bit of interplay. Just managed to get around the Central Bay defender.
She's genuinely run 50 metres to score that try.
Yeah. Be 70
Yeah.
in another couple of hours' time.
Great stuff. Great try. Big smiles, and that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah, well done. Looking to convert this to take the score out to 12-5. She looks happy with herself.
Yeah.
Good kick. Takes the score to 12-5 to the Eastern Bay of Plenty.
Good on the young touchy for stopping the ball going down the hill.
See again.
See, there's the 40-metre line that she crosses now. So she's run a long way. And then on the arc, all the way. That's a good 50-metre run, young lady. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Central Bay to kick off again. Almost at half-time. I imagine they'll be happy, Central Bay, if they can go in at half-time, only 7 points down. They've had the opportunities.
Yeah.
It's a good kick-off. Not much of a chase line, though. Leave themselves a bit exposed out here on the open side. It's a great tackle by Anadu Emery. She's really stood up for an under-16 player, hasn't she?
Big tackle. Oh. Referee had a quick look at the watch, saw there was 15 seconds left, so it was time to pack a scrum.
Yep, get the most out of it.
Mum, what if you drop it and you don't catch it?
See if Central Bay, one roll of the dice before half time.
Yeah,
Might
be
be
good
able
if
to
they
tie
can.
this game up.
Good if they can capitalise here on their territory. There's Flat tightening up. Always around the ball, isn't she?
Yeah. Just loves to either be tackling players or running with the ball.
Good, strong carry here. Tia Swass right on the ball. Good, strong carry. A bit of a high shot there from Eastern Bay, so Central now playing under advantage. Little chip kick.
Let's play on. It's off a blue player.
Still been playing under advantage, I'd imagine.
Yep.
Probably need a couple of passes, just to get out of that contact area.
Yep.
You see Eastern Bay all quite congested. Looks like we're going to take 3 points.
That's not silly. Go to the halftime break. Only 4 behind.
So here we go. She obviously backs her skill set, which is good to see. Let's hope she. Well, looks like we're going to have our super sub, Anadu Emery, from the Western Bay of Plenty under 16 girls team. Step up and.
Bang a penalty.
Yeah, wow. Good on her. Shows a lot of confidence, does.
Yeah.
Nice strike. Straight through the middle. Great kick. Well done.
Yeah.
Takes the score to 12-8 at half time.
What a great way to end the half for Central Bay. Hey, mai hara mai, welcome back to the last game of the day between Central Bay and Eastern Bay under-18 girls. Now we're underway. Eastern Bay are leading by 12 points to 8. And here we are in the second half.
Central Bay with the ball. Big carry here. The number 4.
Probably find not a lot of substitutions.
No.
And there might not be a lot of reserves on the bench, I'd say.
Good tackle there, good body position. Yeah, interesting to see. We've got a kick downfield here from Central Bay. Big chase. Looks like possibly offside.
Might have all been in front of the kicker
Yep,
advancing. Yeah.
So they come back. Penalty to Eastern Bay. You just feel like there's lots of space on the edges, don't you? They're chasing rucks a little bit and quite congested around that breakdown area. If they could just string a couple of passes together from the breakdowns, I think they'll find some space out wide.
It's probably one of the differences between boys and girls rugby at the moment, in that in these age grade levels, the girls do tend to chase. They lose shape a lot quicker than what boys do. Boys tend to hold their width and space. The girls, after 2 or 3 phases, tend to lose it.
Eastern Bay taking off the scrum. There's Harkopper. He's been handled well there though by Anadu Emery. Eastern Bay. Central Bay on the ball there. Managed to get the ball loose. Good clean out. You can see again. Good strong carry though. I'll look at coming out to the open side here. A bit more space to play into. Good contact on the tackle from Eastern Bay. And turnover, so they push the ball out to the right. Another strong carry. Lost control there of the ball, so turnover. Central Bay straight onto attack. Penalty here. Flett's going to go quickly by the looks of things. She's caught everybody offside. She's going to get right in behind them. And she should be good enough to finish that. And she is. Great try. Good heads-up play. Great awareness from Flett there to capitalise on the penalty. Catching the Eastern Bay players offside and going in next to the post to score.
She could at least look a little bit tired after that, didn't she? She certainly caught them unawares, and she's got the ball in 2 hands too, which also helps to keep the defensive guessing. But she's done well. And
typical number 7 though, isn't it? Just go all day.
Yeah.
Go all day. Special breed, number 7s.
Talking to a man today who knows her father and knows him well. And apparently at rugby trainings down at Eporoa, his warm-ups used to be sprinting from dead ball to dead ball. And his fellow teammates had to tell him to just calm down, bro, don't make us look so bad. So I can see where she gets her big petrol tank from.
Yeah. No, good on her. Here's Anadu Emery. Looks like she's going to get that one over. Great little nudge right over the black dot. Good kick.
Yeah, Central Bay have hit the lead, 14 points to 12.
I imagine Central Bay are pretty happy they went and tapped her on the shoulder between games.
Yeah, come and play for us, please.
Yeah, she's 2 from 2. 3 or 3. Yeah, 2 from 2. 2 from 3, sorry. Yeah, she's a good little pickup, isn't she?
I don't think anybody will be worrying about eligibility at this level, will we? The cup's already been won by Western Bay. It's just about girls having a jam, I think.
Yeah, no, I think they're just happy to be out on the field. And
yep.
Good chance for these younger girls to test themselves. Good work at the breakdown here from Central Bay, retaining the ball. Again, carry one off the ruck. Great to see them push the ball a little bit wider. Here we go. Tia Swass, another under-16 girl from the Western Bay. Good strong carry. Good pick and go there, in behind the advantage line. Here's Flett again, look at her. Harkopper straight on the ball, but I think lost her feet there, didn't she? See her go to her knees, so She was in the right place, just didn't quite execute.
There's a phrase floating around at the moment that if you want to be rewarded with the penalty, you've got to be a Picasso. You need to be able to paint that picture.
Yeah. Show me daylight, I hear them say.
Yeah.
Show me daylight. All right, so Central Bay have opted for a scrum here. Looks like we've got a few extra subs on. Central Bay, see young Kiana Hall out there in number 15 from the Western Bay team as well. Awesome to see her out here. She's a talented young lady. Kiana Hall. Be awesome to see her with some ball in space in this game, the second half. Good line speed from Eastern Bay.
Yeah. She might get her wish now.
Here's Anadu Emery. Good strong player, isn't she? Look great. Carry there. Not quite able to link up. Referee whistle's gone.
A little bit of pushing and shoving going on.
Looks like we're going to have a scrum to the Eastern Bay.
I thought they were going to have a conversation, those two.
Yeah, they're getting tired, I'd imagine, Pat. It's end of a long couple of days.
It's been a couple of days.
Got 15 minutes to go. Be good to see them finish in good spirits.
Not that long to go before you can have pizza.
Nice blindside here if the Eastern Bay want to make the most of that. You can see just off screen the Central Bay winger is back, but they've chosen to go out to the open side through Hakopper. Shapes the kick and chooses to carry. Nice strong carry.
I think she might have been taken just under the neck. Referee signalling for advantage to Eastern Bay.
Good defence, good tackle. Here we go. He's going to come back for that penalty though. Just getting up a little bit high in the tackle. How old's our referee here, Pat? Do you know?
Yeah, I think he's 18.
It's good to see these young guys out here, eh?
Yeah. I remember when he first refereed at Ames games a couple of years ago as a 14 or 15-year-old.
Yep.
It's crazy. I've said this a number of times over the last couple of days. The maturity level of some of our young referees just leaves me gobsmacked when I think about what I was like at the same age.
It's a pathway for them, though, isn't it? It's a career opportunity.
Yeah.
As much as playing the game is and making a career out of playing. You can get on the 7th circuit and be a professional referee now, can't you?
Yeah, and more so for females. If you want to be the best referee in this country, you only have to jump over 36 people.
Yeah. It's a good career option in the game, isn't it? Central Bay, carry up over halfway. Here's Fled again. Good strong carry. Sort of spot a little hole. Looking to offload. Ball spits out the back. Oh, and unfortunately, just get in the way of each other there. So knock on. That was unfortunate. I think they were on out to the left here, Central Bay. Lots of numbers.
I think that's where she wanted to throw the pass to, but yeah, as you mentioned, teammate got in the way of the pass, and it's just gone forward a little bit.
Scrum here to Eastern Bay. Again, they've got a big open side to play into if they can. See Harkopper at first 5. She's looked quite threatening with the ball in hand. She's going to put it up to herself, possibly. Bouncing ball's a dangerous thing. There's a good, strong carry here.
It's a great run.
Nikita Leslie, great try. Saw the space, carried into it, backed herself, managed to finish. Awesome try. Just been rewarded, aren't they, for territory and possession. Central Bay, they've had all the play in the second half really so far. So good individual try.
They certainly recruited well, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it appears that she's a under 18 Central Bay girl. But credit to these young girls that have put their hand up. They obviously enthusiastic and just want to have a crack and play the game. So imagine they'll be that much better for the experience coming back to play under 18s in the next couple of years.
Yep.
Won't be daunting at all for them.
No, they've already had the jam, right?
Yep, that's correct. So change of kicker here. Not sure if Emery's left the field, but she's had her turn.
Gosh, that's 10 minutes has gone quickly. And it's out across the uprights.
Here we are in replay. You can see she's got ball in two hands, looking to pass. Just backs her speed. It's through the hole. Finishes. Good individual try. Takes a score to 20-12 to the Central Bay. Eastern Bay led early, and Central Bay have come over top of them after being down at half time. Let the ball bounce. Tidy up though. Good strong carry. Nice pass. It's Tia Swass. Here's Kiana Hall here. Little pocket rocket. Good retention of the ball. You can see them loaded up. Good strong carry there from hitter. And there's Flat. Good tackle from the Eastern Bay defender.
Yeah, great tackle.
Number 6.
Yeah.
Clay. Great tackle.
Fantastic tackle.
Felt that one flat, didn't she?
Yeah, she's a little bit slow back to her feet. Don't make that tackle, you're offside. Well
Good
done.
decision, yeah. Central Bay plays straight on the ball. Not quite able to get hold of it. Eastern Bay recycle. Good hands.
Yeah, that was a dipping pass, that one.
Get on the ball there. Must have been told to release by the referee, I'd imagine. She had her hands on it. And little chip kick. Sits for Flat. Good if she could link up here. Well done. Pass doesn't go to hand though, unfortunately.
It's a homemade number 11 jersey. Well done, Moana Rangiaho.
Good defence. Central Bay got a nice line speed there. That little knock on, so go to the scrum. 8 minutes to go. Eastern Bay feed to the scrum.
Yeah, we're getting down to the last 8 minutes of this tournament, and what a great 2 days of rugby we've had. A huge thank you to our sponsors, One Foundation, Local Gecko Productions, well done to Bay of Plenty Rugby Union and the Central Bay Rugby Sub-Union for putting the tournament on, and our 3 sponsors, Roommate Cabins, Chemwash and Fresh Max, for your involvement in this tournament. This tournament would not be able to go ahead without your assistance.
Our copper puts it in behind the Central Bay line. It's a great take on the full there by the Central Bay playing. Great kick return. Looks like they're going to turn the ball over though. She got a little bit isolated. Eastern Bay shift the ball out to the left. Get all the way to the edge. Good strong carry. Good tackle by Flat though, over on the sideline, covered in cover defence. Eastern Bay now. This is good play. This is better play. Go from one side to the other. And look at that. They found some space. One more pass here. Unfortunately, ball goes to ground. Little knock on. So over scrum, Central Bay ball. It's far better from Eastern Bay though, isn't it? Got the ball out to the left-hand edge and then try and swing it back to the right into the space.
Yeah, they did well to get the ball to the edge of the field. Sometimes I felt like they were just shoveling it more than anything else.
Yeah, they've got to go forward at the same time, don't they?
Yep.
But all the same, they managed to get some go forward there. Sort of a scrum. Central Bay with a massive open side to work with. You can see it there on your screen. The great footage there by Local Gecko Productions. We're going to shift it wide. Nice strong carry. Spies a hole, number 16. Julia Samuela links up with Kiana Hall. Been turned over though by Eastern Bay. But there goes Flett in over the ball. Great turnover. Good pass into the space. Great decision. Sets her winger free and she manages to go through all the way over the line there. Lucy Hatcher, great individual try. Showed a clean pair of heels. But I think the work there from the number 6, Hudson, I think it was possibly, drifting across the field and linking up with her winger. And then she was able to finish.
Yeah, that was a great try there by Central Bay. And they'll all be happy they're finishing this tournament on a high. The only team that they lost to over the last 2 days was the unbeaten Western Bay team. So congratulations, Central Bay. You've done really well.
Kick to come, new kicker. Looks like try scorer kicks here possibly. Score currently 25. Oh no, sorry, my mistake. It's our first 5 again. Dylan Guptill. Looking to add the extras. Nice strike. She does so, makes it 27-12. Just over 3 minutes to go. Here you can see on replay. Nice long ball out to Hatcher. Nice footwork. Beat a couple of defenders and go in untouched. Good try. Eastern Bay to kick off. Good kick just on the 10-metre line. Good carry there.
Might have lost it on the ground.
Yeah, little knock on, so turnover here. Bit of a loose pass, but they managed to keep the ball. Eastern Bay. Good contact in the tackle there. Central Bay defender. An advantage. And the referee by the looks of things.
New advantage. Or still playing the old?
Not sure. Nice interplay. And there's Flett. You can see her come from a distance, couldn't you? She spied it, she knew what was going on. She came straight in over the ball.
Yeah, it was a new advantage for a high tackle.
You can see the work of Flett there though, just in the back of your picture. She saw her teammate make the tackle and she just analysed it and straight in over the ball.
Yep, that's a Duplessis Karifi analysing there, isn't it? They
It's
just
pretty
know
impressive.
which ones to have a hunt at.
Good tackle there from Tia Swass. Here's Harkopper, another good strong carry. Eastern Bay close to the sideline, and here's Flett again, trying to get on the ball.
We might have to have a closer look there. There might be 3 number 7 blonde-headed players out there.
Here's Harkopper, again hard to handle, nice offload. Goes to ground there unfortunately.
Oh.
A little thief in the night.
Possessed, yeah.
Good counter ruck there from the Eastern Bay.
Yeah, they all seem to have just stood around and watched.
Yeah, a bit slow at the ruck there. Ball was available, should have been shifted, but good awareness from the Eastern Bay player to counter ruck and create a turnover for your team. Good strong carry.
What's the shortest distance between 2 points? A straight line.
No lack of commitment in the contact there, is there, from these girls?
No.
Here we go into the space. Swass shifts it to Hall, who manages to get rid of her defender. Referee's got an advantage here, probably offside from the kick, I'd imagine.
In front of the kicker, I think. Not retiring. think the Central Bay girls want this to end.
They're almost there. They're almost there. But yeah, they're offside there at the kick in front of the kicker. So it's almost full time here, whānau. We're at 20 minutes. So it might be the last play of the game. Imagine these Eastern Bay girls will have a go.
Nothing to lose, right? Nothing to lose.
Here we go. Good tackle.
And the full-time whistle sounded in the under-18 boys competition over there on field 2. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Eastern.
Another nice strong carry there.
Gates. Good carry. Nice sneaky offload.
Presentation for the under-18 boys will take place in around about 7 minutes' time with the boys make their way over to the Bay Gazebo and we'll get the
Bit scrappy here.
out of the way. Also,
Just
referees,
willing them across the line.
if you could make your way over to
Bit flat, the Eastern Bay girls out here to the right. Needs a bit more depth to be helpful.
Oh, they've stolen it. There's a bit of claret on number 1's face.
You create the turnover, you can hear people on the sideline, encourage them to kick it out. End of the game, but should a knock on there either way, and that is us 27-12 to Central Bay of Plenty.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's come to the end of today's last game. Central Bay 27, too strong for Eastern Bay 12 in the under-18 girls competition. And as we come to the end of today's play, my name's Pat Ray. We're here with Aaron and our boss man Regan. It has been our privilege to bring you 2 days of coverage of the 2025 One Foundation Youth Development Cup. We hope you've enjoyed the footage as much as we've enjoyed bringing this to you. I will now close us out with a closing karakia and we will bid farewell. Nau mahara mai people, kia tau, kia tātou katoa, te atawhai o tō tātou areki a ihiu karaiti, me te aroha o te atua, me te whiwhinga tahitanga ki te wairoa tapu, ake, amene, noho ora mai.